Hello, everyone. Welcome to Little Meatballs Nursery. I'm Sandra. Welcome if you're new here, and welcome back if you are returning. If you're new here, I hope you'll stick around and see how you like the channel. I do a lot of different things on this channel. It is mainly a reborn baby doll channel, but I do also have artist dolls, replica dolls. I do box openings, package openings of baby clothes. We organize things, arrange things, redress dolls, powder silicones. In fact, we're going to do that today. And we just have a ball here. Okay. So if you like, I do a lot of chatty Cathy talk. Okay, I do. I'm a chatty Cathy. I love to talk. And I love to express my feelings. And that's the great thing about being a content creator. You're able to say what you want on your channel and speak freely. And just, I love to, this is part of how I deal with, it's kind of therapy for me, and I've said that before. It is. I love coming on here. I love talking with my subscribers, my viewers, my friends that watch. And it just makes me feel like I'm hanging out with you guys. Essentially, I'm looking at myself right now. But I know that after I post this, everybody's going to be watching it. Not, I don't want to say everybody, all my peeps, whoever is watching, okay? I know that you guys will be watching that later. So that's what helps me to just keep on talking about things because I want to, express myself and be myself and just say what I want and do what I want. And this is where I could do that. um, when you have a family, and you have things going on that you got to take care of on top of just like regular things. And I've said this in my videos before this week, so I'm not going to kind of like, oh, hello, Christina. I'm not going to like, talk too much about it again. But, when you have other things to take care of and you have a family and children and a husband and a house and you got to do everything that needs to be done on a daily basis. And then, you have the issues sometimes of things that come up, not that it's bad, but it's life and, it's things that you got to go through. And sometimes in the midst of going through those things and trying to take care of those things, you kind of lose yourself. And, this is my way to just, be me and hang out and not have to, a lot of times it's, a lot of headphones in this house and everybody does their own thing. And, and nobody wants to listen to woman talk anyway in this house. I'm the only woman here. Nobody wants to listen to woman talk, woman problems, or stories from the past. No, my kids don't want to hear stories about nothing. They just want to play their video games and watch their things, whatever they're doing. So that's why I love coming here as well, because it gives me a chance to have that space to myself, to have that time with friends and viewers and just, talk the shit, you just shoot the shit. You're just talking, we're here hanging out. We're going to do some things. We have a Kate Quinn unboxing today, which it came in a bag. I'll be honest with you. And it was ripped and filthy. I've never seen, it was one of like those silver thin bags, that has just like the flap with the sticky tape. And I was like, did I already describe this? I did another video before this, and I think I started talking about that. I hope it was in the other one. If I said it already, oh well, I'm sorry, I apologize. But so I threw that bag out. I just took the things out of the bag and put them in my gold bucket here. So here's my gold bucket. And the Kate Quinn stuff's in there. We're going to open that. I didn't open anything yet. And then we're going to do some other things. I had my paper here, which, one second, please. Sorry, guys, my paper fell. I have a paper here to follow. So, I first want to give a shout out to Sherry. She is not feeling well. She actually went to the doctor and she has walking pneumonia. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. Get some chicken soup or make some chicken soup, with pastina in it if you can. That's the medicine. That's the Italian medicine. You got to eat your pastina and chicken broth. Um, and so she's not feeling well. So, um, I talked to her early on this morning. She was up very early, so I knew something was up. She was up too early. Say, Sherry, you were up too early. And she wasn't feeling good. She hasn't been feeling good the past couple of days, but today she actually went to the doctor and found out what it was. So at least you know now, and it still sucks, it still sucks, but I'm glad that you found out what it was and they gave you antibiotics and you'll be feeling better in no time. Okay. So yeah, we're doing the Kate Quinn order. I have my silicones in front of me on a baby cushion mat here, and because they need a powdering. I haven't powdered them. I only have 2 left, and then the minis, which I'm going to show you as well. So we're gonna undress them, powder them as I talk. After we do the Kate Quinn. So Kate Quinn is first. I dressed my toddlers, so I'm going to show you Maggie and Morgan, the ones I have here. And then Matilda is already dressed, so at the end I'll kind of flip you over and you could see, Matilda. The clothing lot has sold, so if anybody watched my previous video with the big, huge bundle of clothes that I had for sale, beautiful, beautiful clothing, that sold immediately. It was quick. It was like within an hour of posting that, somebody took it. So, that has sold. So that will be shipped out tomorrow, along with, all the giveaway winners, prizes, because tomorrow is shipping day. And in fact, Jason is out right now with Jack. He had an appointment and then they were going to scoot over to the post office to get me some medium and large flat rates so I could, pack up all the stuff for tomorrow. I hope I have enough tape. I should. As long as Danny didn't use it for all his projects. He always wants tape. And he's always stealing my package tape to make his, homemade, plushie toys. But, if he asks, I usually give it to him because it keeps him busy and he loves doing it and he's good at it. So why not, But I just hope, I think I have. I think I do. So the clothing lot will be shipped tomorrow along with Christina's box. So that'll be shipped out tomorrow. And also Chantel contacted me. She emailed me. So Chantel, remember, got to pick whether she wanted the teddy bear and dress set or the $10 to $15 Amazon prize. And she picked the teddy bear. So she said she collects teddy bears. And so she picked that. So that will be shipped tomorrow, Chantel. And I want to give a shout out to Chantel and say that she actually has a Reborns webpage, on reborns.com. She sells dolls. She makes dolls and sells them. I did not know that, Chantel, until she told me in the email. So that's very cool. I actually went over to your page to check out your babies and I seen you had an asleep Madison and she's adorable. And if I did bald babies, I probably would take her because she's painted really nice. It's just really cute. But I can't get the bald babies. Only my silicones are bald. I don't know. I can't do a bald baby. I know there's lots of bald babies out there, but mine never were. They had lots and lots of hair. So I don't know. I don't know. Something I just don't, I don't like it, but you do paint very well. And I'm looking forward to seeing more of your artwork. So go over and check out Chantel's page. Chantel, I forgot the name of your nursery though. I think I don't want to say it wrong. So after you watch the Chantel, just comment below and put your nursery name in there so everybody can go check out your dolls. Okay. And then, so the next name I had picked was Maribeth at Maribeth's Little Angels. And Maribeth had actually won the first giveaway. And so she only had 1 entry into this one instead of 2. And her name was picked as second place. So she had lots of luck. And so she got the prize that Chantel passed on, which was the $10 to $15 Amazon baby gift. And so I contacted Maribeth. Well, she contacted me and then we talked and she said to just, add another gift onto because I'm kind of matching stuff up for her. So just add something else that matches with the stuff that I already had picked. So I went ahead and did that. So that will all be shipped to you tonight, Maribeth, tonight. I will send that out to you. And then I have a happy mail that I'm sending this month. And so I have a happy mail this month and then birthday mail. Birthday stuff is going straight to Christina from Amazon because I was going to take it and then ship it, but that doesn't make any sense, especially if it doesn't fit in the box. And then, so I'm doing one happy mail this month instead of two because I have Christina's birthday and also all the giveaways to send out. So, and then next month I have more birthdays, and the month after more birthdays. After that, everybody's, but it's good. It's kind of good that it's spread out month after month instead of like 3 people in 1 month. That would be impossible, or it would just be less. You know what I'm saying? Like, but and then so because I sold that the clothing lot. Remember, I said that I was selling it so that I was able to do giveaways like this and to send happy mail and to, do for people for their birthday because that is giving back, And so I sold it and I said that's what I was going to do. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So I'm sending a happy mail and we are also going to pick another name today from my magic ball. So I decided that since the lot sold, we're gonna have another drawing, but it's just like a quick thing. There's no entry. It's whoever entered the last giveaway for the teddy bear dress. Your names are already in there, and that's what we're just gonna pick from today. So it's whoever already entered. I'm just gonna pick another name out of that ball, and that's the person that will win a prize today. So yay, fun, woohoo! So whoever entered the last giveaway, your name is in there. And if you had entered the giveaway before that, you have 2 entries in there. So that's how we're gonna leave it. And I will pick a name out of my magic ball probably towards the end of the video. So stay tuned for that to see who won. So it's very exciting. And what else? So oh, okay. So I seen my baby. Guys. My Anna baby that's being worked on. And she has a lot of them. Like the way Anna paints is she paints all the dolls first before she moves on to hair and brows and lashes and all that. So because she doesn't want to mix the mediums, like, because she has the paint out to paint all the kits and all the kits are out. And so she paints, that's how she paints. Okay. So she doesn't like take one baby, paint that baby and complete it and do the hair and then ship it off, then go on to the next. She has like, 4 or 5 at a time out on her table. So she paints all the heads first, all the limbs, for the other dolls, because mine doesn't have limbs, but she paints all the limbs, the heads. And then after those are all done, then she starts on the hair and stuff like that. So that's where she's at now with the hair, or she's starting it. But I asked to see a picture. At first, hey, Amanda, at first I didn't want to see a picture because that's what I did with Laura, Danielle. And that turned out really well because I feel that if I had seen a progress picture with no hair of Laura, I would have freaked. I know I would have. I would have been like, no, I don't want her, because that's usually how I get, I get like real nervous, like midway. And so I seen her picture and I could tell you that I wasn't nervous when I seen her, and she was bald, but she was finished, like painted. I think she still had to do like little rash and stuff, stuff like that. But her main painting was done. Maybe I could put it as the cover, the thumbnail for this video, if I remember. She's gorgeous. She's looking gorgeous. And there wasn't a doubt when I seen her. She just has that, she looks like a real, I mean, I know we say these babies, all of them look like a real baby. This kit looks like a real baby, in my opinion. She's very realistic. And I think when she's complete, she's going to be, wow, So worth the wait, totally. And Anna's very busy. She's also just finished painting. I think she's just finished painting the heads for the doll show coming up. And so you know, she's an artist. She has other things she's got to do, and I understand that. Um and so I'll be surprised with that baby whenever she arrives. And also, I've been thinking before we get to Kate Quinn and all the good stuff here. I've been thinking, like, because I'm kind of all over the place with what I want to do next as far as a doll. So I've been looking on Mercari. I should check eBay. I've been looking on Mercari, and I've been finding like older dolls like that I used to collect back in the day, like the Hempsteads. And I'm so happy with my Matilda. And like when I look at her, it brings back those feelings and those memories of when I was collecting with my mom, my mother in law. My mom never collected dolls, my mother in law. And my mom liked the dolls, but she wouldn't want one. She wouldn't like have them. But when she would come over to the house, she would look at them and say, "Oh, that one's cute," or "That one's ugly," or whatever. She'd be real honest about it. And I think she might have held one or two, but she wasn't like, "Oh, that's so," like into it, like my mother-in-law was. And then but my mom was kind of in the middle, because then she wasn't like, my sister would be like, she would be freaked out with the dolls because I had so many in one room in a small space, and they were all kind of standing like next to each other or sitting below on a bench or whatever, and they were all looking into the room because it was a small room, kind of like this, but all looking at you. It's kind of like if I had toddlers all over my couch, top and the bottom, and then sitting underneath on benches, just all looking at you. And so my sister, when she would come over, she would turn their heads towards the wall so that they weren't looking at her. And I woke up one morning and they were all looking towards the thing, and I got freaked out. I was like, what the hell? And then I figured out, okay, she didn't want them. But anyway, so I've been finding some artist dolls on Mercari, and I wrote to a few sellers about maybe a possible deal, because their prices have been slashed and the dolls have not moved for about a year. I've been seeing these listings. And it checks all the boxes: smoke free, pet free. They were stored in a closet, not in a basement, nothing like that. And so it really depends, because I'm not going to pay that price for one. Like, I was like, okay, if you could do the bundle deal for two, I'll take them. So we'll see what happens there. So really, I'm not going to tell you what kind of dolls they are, because if I get them, then I'm just, I want to be surprised. So maybe those. I did find a standing doll, which would look cute, because that's what I wanted to, like, look like she's pushing the little stroller with the baby in it. So one is standing, 26 inches, and then one is sitting. And that one's more of a petite doll. Like, she's heavy, because I've had her before too. I had her brand new. But we'll see. I'm not going to talk too much about it, because I want to wait, I count my chickens before they hatch, right? So we'll see how that goes. And then I also have, like, I'm going to get some sort of, something new is what I'm aiming for. Like, so not just another Reborn, or, another replica, or a silk. Like, I just want something that I haven't had, or that I used to have way back when, that I miss. I don't want anything like current that I've kind of been through already, or that I have already. So I'm really trying to refresh. That was the whole idea of selling all the clothing as well, is that I want just some fresh faces, right, in the doll world here on my couch. I want some fresh faces, some new clothes, some new things. And in fact, I did find some really cute outfits for the girls, and thank you, Sherry, for helping me with that. They are really cute. It's like a set of 3 rompers, really cute. And I found them the little matching, like, hair clips to go with. So they'll have their little summer rompers, spring summer rompers. And right now they're dressed in their, like, winter stuff. And then, when it gets closer to the holidays again, I don't do like Halloween or fall or anything like that. Um, I will get them, I want to get them Easter dresses, but I think what they have is good. What they're wearing for Easter, and it's the Easter colors. And so that's okay. I'll just maybe get them dollar store bunny ears or something just to kind of, make it more Eastery. And then when it gets closer to Christmas time, I will look for really cute Christmas dresses for the three of them. Maybe more of them, I don't know. So we'll have to see. But they don't need a lot of clothes. I'm not going to keep changing these toddlers. They get heavy, especially Matilda is real heavy. And they're big, it's hard to dress them. And so I really want them more for show to look at and also playtime because Danny loves them. And so they will sit and watch the Reborn Diaries with him. And, he just likes to hold one once in a while. And that's okay. I don't mind. He knows that he cannot touch Matilda, my Hempstead. He knows that he can't touch her without asking. But the replicas, I let him, if he wants, if he feels like sitting with one of them or watching something. Sometimes he'll even surprise me, like in the morning, and like I'll come out of the bathroom and he'll be like, Mom, Maggie's doing something naughty. And I'll look over and like Maddie and Morgan, they're both sitting at the table holding crayons, writing on the table. And he'll be like, Mom, they're being naughty again. And then he'll go over and be like, no, Maggie, don't, And he just does like a role play type thing. And sometimes he'll surprise me with it. Like I don't even know what's happening until I'm like, okay, in it. And then I'll, keep going with them. Danny's very creative and he loves to, do all different types of things. And he still loves the dolls. I think that because mom loves dolls, you know what I'm saying? Mom loves the dolls. My kids know what a large part of my life is about dolls. That didn't make sense what I just said. They know that a large part of who I am is dolls. And that's, hey, take it or leave it. That's, somebody doesn't like it. It is what it is. I grew up with dolls, and the main reason, okay, because people have all different, ideas, and I can't think of the word right now, but they say different things about why people collect, and all these, this is why, or um the main reason that dolls are so important to me and always have been very, very important to my life is because when I was going through childhood trauma, um, the dolls were the only things that were there for me all the time when I needed them to be. And so they didn't leave, they didn't hurt me, they didn't walk away, they didn't, they didn't do anything bad to me, and they were always there for me. And that may sound stupid to some people, but when you're a kid, and you're in the middle of chaos and, you don't know, you have no one, you feel like you're alone, that is a coping mechanism. And so that's where kind of how my I don't want to say my love for dolls because I've always loved dolls, but my the importance of having dolls around me all the time, it makes me feel safe and it makes me feel loved. And I know my kids love me, my husband loves me, but again, they weren't around then. They weren't around when it started for me. That I was um, surrounded by my dolls and I felt heard. I felt safe and I felt loved. And I just felt like that was my safety net. And so all growing up, I always had my dolls to turn to. I always had my dolls to play with. I always had my dolls to talk to and to listen to me. And obviously, as you get older and you grow up, you realize, well, that's fantasy. That's playtime. That's not reality. I know reality, I'm in it every fucking day. But they still, they always have. Okay, they always have, before my real children and after my real children. And my mom always said, once you have real kids, you're going to do away with the dolls. You're not even going to want to look at a doll. And right after Jack was born, I think he was like 2 months old, I ordered another doll. I wanted a Masterpiece doll. I got the big Snow White and Cinderella, really tall, like 40 inches, I think they were. Beautiful dolls. And Jack was like, he grew up with dolls around him. All my kids grew up with dolls around them. So they know that it's a huge part of mom's life. And I think because of that, that's why they like them as well, or they entertain the fact that they are a part of mom's life. So, we have to accept that. So that's my feeling of my collection, my dolls. People collect for many different reasons. That is my reasoning. Okay? And it doesn't mean that I play with dolls all the time, because I don't. I have a life, I have a family to take care of. But being surrounded with them makes me feel safe. Okay. So that is my, I don't know, it's part of a coping mechanism. It helps me, just like I said, to have those feelings of calm and safe and okay. And if that helps me, then there's nothing wrong with that. And if that's how other people feel, I'm sure there are other people out there that use dolls as a coping mechanism for many different reasons. But I just feel like, some people kind of take it out of context, as many other people do that, and try to, make it seem like people don't understand life. I don't know. But like I said, I mean, I've talked to you guys all week long about shit, about all my shit. Okay. All my past shit, all my stories growing up and this and that. And of course, like I said, you guys, don't know it all, but I think that you guys get a good sense, and so, yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, because they feel like a hug. They feel like just that, wrapped around you, and, so that's my reasoning for, why I have dolls, and why I always will, and why they've always been a major, major point in my life. And they have always stuck around, they're here, they're here, and they have been for just about all my life. So when something is around you for, 40 years, just about, you get used to it, and you just, that's just who you are, and hey, I'm okay with it, and I'm proud to say that I love dolls. I'm proud to say that they are part of me. They are part of my life, huge part. But I'm proud to say that. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not ashamed. I'm not like, oh my God, I look like an asshole because I love my dolls, and whatever. Oh my God, I used to love Barbies too. I used to play with my sister, my youngest sister, Michelle, because Lisa really didn't like dolls much. But I used to play all the time. We would sit on the floor and create this whole big Barbie house out of whatever we could find in our house, because we didn't have no dream house, nothing like that. We just would we had pieces of furniture here and there, but we used to really get into the Barbies. Okay, we had the whole living room floor. Nobody could enter the living room when we're playing because the whole floor, we made my house, my sister's house, the boyfriend's house, where they work. And we would make little couches out of washcloths. We would make little beds and stuff just out of anything we could find. Okay. And we would just create this whole place. It would take us literally like 2 hours just to set it up. Okay, we had to have everything perfect, plants, phones, pocketbooks. Then not only did the furniture in the house have to look good, we then would sit there. I would spread out all the Barbie outfits, all the shoes, the handbags, everything. Okay, spread them out. And then we would take turns picking an item, what we wanted to have for our Barbie. Okay, so she would pick an outfit, then I would pick an outfit. She would pick shoes, I would pick shoes. And it went until everything was gone. So we had all our stuff laid out. Then after we picked our individual stuff, then we would lay out our own stuff, like, okay, what she's going to wear when she wakes up, you know, her pajamas when she comes home, what she's wearing to work, what she's wearing out to the club, what she's wearing to go babies, all these things, okay, all the outfits for, like, you know, 2 days, okay, of Barbie time, you know. And then after that, we would have to dress them and then start the day one. And then we would make a whole scene. They would go to work. They would have, you know, people. It was incredible. Okay. It was incredible. And literally, there were some times where we would play and then we would look at the window and be like, it's dark. Oh my God, it's getting dark outside. And my mother-in-law would be like, guys, you want dinner? Because we would be in there for like 8 hours straight, you know, like just taking bathroom breaks, you know. And we had a lot of fun. I don't want to cry. We did. We had a lot of fun, and we made a lot of, I'm sorry. We made a lot of good memories. And I loved my baby sister. I loved her. I took care of her. I loved her. I loved her. Like she was my own baby. I loved her. I still love her. You know, she's my sister, but it's unfortunate. It's so unfortunate, you know. Um, you know, I wish things were different, you know. But they are what they are. And but I do miss her. I think about these things all the time, and I miss her. Um, I don't know if she watches my videos. I have no idea. She could, possibly. I don't know. But Michelle, if you are watching, I do miss you. I do love you, and I will always have these memories with me. I will always think of the good times that we shared, you know, as kids and adults. You know, we had good times, funny times. Um, but the situation is just unfortunate. And anyway, we're gonna move on. She probably doesn't even watch my channel. She's probably not even here. No, she is subscribed, so I don't know, but we'll see. Anyway, Michelle, comment below if you are here. She's not here. I'm sorry. I'm getting all teary-eyed and I'm trying to laugh it off, but that's not the way to go either. So we're going to just move along. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like babbling and I didn't mean to. Anyway, and my lipstick is all sticky, so I feel it like caked on. It's nasty. I probably should like stop and check it because let me do that. Yeah, it's kind of like rubbing off a little bit, but I'm just leaving it because I'll have to start over. So just going to show you the toddlers quick. Then we'll open the Kate Quinn. Then we'll get to the silicone, and then we'll pick a winner from the ball. So Maggie, now the girls only have one outfit each, what they have on, and then the original outfit from the Hempstead, which I have hanging up. But other than that, these are their outfits. That's what I have left. So I have to get them their spring summer rompers, to change into after these. And then I would like to get them more of like a relaxed kind of, I guess, just like pajamas. Probably they don't have pajamas. So I'd like to get them a set of pajamas. But we'll see. Okay. Oh, I did have, one of the Kate Quinn outfits should fit them. So one of them, it's a bigger one. Okay, but I didn't put shoes or nothing. I just did their hair quick and put the dress. So Maggie is in this beautiful Gymboree dress that Aunt Christina sent with the little navy bows. And she's looking gorgeous. Gorgeous. So she's dressed in all pink like that with her pink little bow. She reminds me of Minnie Mouse. So that is Maggie. And so she's all dressed up. I do got to find, like I said, little socks for her feet, which I do have. Hi, Suzanne. So yeah, so she's in that. And then I dressed Morgan. Come on, Morgan. She looks adorable in this, by the way. I gotta find some. Look at Morgan. Oh, she's so adorable. I put her in the purple sweater with the purple skirt, purple headband. So they're in pink and purple, and the other girl's in pink, different pink and blue. So and then she has her tights on. So there's the girls. That's what they have. That's what they gotta get them pajamas or something. This whole stroller is filled with the Ziplocs of the bundle I just sold. I gotta pack that up tonight after Jason brings home the boxes. So, all right, the girls will sit here. Maggie, sit up straight, please. No, leave me alone. Maggie, come on. Please don't give me a difficult time today. There you go. So they're sitting there, and then I'll show you Matilda what she has on. She just has on the pink, because I got the purple sweater and the pink one the same. So she has that pink sweater over the blue dress that Suzanne had sent. So she has the blue dress on and then the pink sweater over it. So it's like pink sweater and then the blue skirt with the little, silver on it. And then she has on her bunny tights that have pink and blue in it. So it matches back to the sweater. So we'll, show you. So essentially what I have for them are the 2 Gymboree dresses, 2 Gymboree sweaters, and a Gymboree skirt. So we will rebuild. We'll rebuild, and that's fine. That's okay. Like I said, this is what I wanted to do. It's not like, I had to. I wanted to do this, Anyway, so why do I have this out? Oh, Maggie, with your hair. Okay. All right. So, we are now going to get to, that's cute. Okay. We're now going to start with the Kate Quinn order. So, these were on sale. These were the ones on sale that I was telling you about. They were, I believe, 14 a piece, I think. Now, there's one that is 3 to 6 months because that's the only size they had left, but it was a bamboo fabric. They're all the long sleeve lap neck footies like I love from Kate Quinn. But so there's 5 in total, 4 for newborn and 1 3 to 6. So let's start with the 3 to 6 months. So this is called Peach Parfait. And again, they're all long sleeve lap neck footies. My favorite. I got to get elf hats. Does anybody have any? I don't have any elf hats. I used to have a ton of them. Then I gave them all away. And I missed them in a size newborn. I need newborn elf hats. The ones with the point at the top and they tie at the chin. I would love elf hats. I got to go look on the website and see if they have any of those on sale. So this is the peach color, and I thought it was so pretty. So here we are. Oh, wow. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is beautiful over here. Look at this, guys. It's beautiful. I mean, it's so simple and plain, but it's gorgeous. And then it has the feet. It's like a really pretty peach color. It has the snaps all in the inner leg area. It has the fold over mitts and then the lap neck top. And it's a beautiful peach color and so soft and stretchy. That's beautiful. Wow, that's really nice. I mean, there's not much to show. It's just a basic kind of footy with snaps and mittens and but it's beautiful. I love it. I think, you know what? I don't know if Matilda will fit in this. I thought, Kate Quinn runs big in a lot of things. So that's why I thought this would work. It probably will, but she has long legs, is why I'm saying that. I definitely would not put this on Morgan because her legs are too fat. But Maggie, if Matilda doesn't fit in this, Maggie definitely will. So one of the girls have another outfit, so that's good. I'm wondering. I think I'm gonna try this maybe on Matilda. It's a really pretty color too for Easter time. That's beautiful. So this is like a pajama. This could work as a pajama. Really, really cute. So that's nice. That's perfect. All right, we're going to put these. I better just put them back in the bag for now until I find a spot because I don't want them getting ruined. Oh, I was going to hang them up on hangers. That's what I'm going to do after the video. I'm going to hang all these up in there. Okay, so that's the first one. Then, oh, these are adorable. All right, let's do this one first. What color is this that I get? Oh, okay. This could be for a boy. I thought I got all girl. So this is Newborn Sea Mist. Now, the rest of them, like I said, they're all the same style, but the rest of them are a ribbed modal fabric. So it has the ribbed lines in it, and it's a modal, so it's soft like bamboo, but it's just not the exact fabric. So this is more of like it's slinky. It's nice. Oh, wow. Oh my God, I love this. And this is definitely for a boy. I would put this on Jack. This is absolutely beautiful. This could go either way, but I see boy when I look at this, like for Easter. Like I would put this on him for Easter with like a nice bib with a bunny on it or something. Really cute. And everybody's like, show us, Sandra. Okay, here it is. Look at this. I hope the color comes across right. And it is. Look at that. They're calling the Sea Mist. So it's like geez, let me think of the right color to describe it. It's like a really light turquoise mixed with baby blue, if that makes any sense. It's like, Alicia, Alicia, my love, what color is this, darling? I can't describe it right. It's like baby blue with a hint of turquoise or teal, right? It's like a, I guess sea mist best describes it. But it's a footy. It's the same thing. It has the fold over mitts and then the lap neck, and then it has all the snaps, the snaps in the leg crotch area, and then it's footed. And the rest of these are newborn size. So this is perfect for Jack. Oh my God, I love this. Oh my God, it's so soft and slinky, and it's not thin, but it's not a thick fabric neither. It's like, it fits them like a glove, the babies. So if you're looking for something that you like, this reminds me of like when my kids were little, what they would wear, because they would wear stuff that was soft and like fitted to a baby body, if that makes any sense. Like it's not baggy, it's like a glove, like it fits on them like a glove. So if you have a newborn size reborn, even I would say even like a big newborn, they like close more to 0 to 3. Like I'm wondering, like this honestly would probably fit Landon, because of it's so stretchy. but you don't like it fitted. Because on your last video when you put that on him, you were like it was too tight, and I was like, "Oh, it looks great." Like I like when the outfits are just like fitted like that. I don't know, it makes them like, especially when they're chunky and you like go to pick them up and it just feels like so like, cuz I picture my boys in something like this when I used to hold them over my shoulder, and like their legs would be scrunched up and their butt would stick out, and like this kind of material would just cover their diaper, like, so like they had the chunky butt like sticking out and you're like patting their butt and stuff and just, rubbing their back. I don't know, it just reminds me of my kids. So I think that's why I love stuff like this. But beautiful, beautiful sea mist colors. I don't know it. I know that Kate Quinn is still running a sale right now. I gotta go check out the elf hats now. Now I'm gonna go check out the elf hats after this video. I have to see if they have any matching ones to these, or if they have any more of these on sale. For the other girls maybe. But yeah, I love the elf hats. So I'm gonna see if maybe they have any on sale to match these, because then it makes like a complete outfit, and it makes it, I think having the hat as well makes it a little more like, not as, it makes it more like an outfit instead of a sleeper, if that makes any sense. Okay, so we have 3 left. So should we go in color order? All right, let's just do this one. Oh, this is really sweet. Now this is, okay, this one is a print. I have 2 prints and another solid. Okay, so maybe I should have did the other solid first, but no, let's do the print. All right. So again, newborn size, same material, same style. Wow. Okay, now you're going to say I'm crazy, but I would put this on a boy too. I would put this on a girl or a boy. I don't see why boys can't wear leopard print. So, look at this. Oh my God, that looks so freaking cool. Now, I know okay, right off the bat, like on the website, this kind of looked a little bit different. I didn't realize the leopard print was in like a burgundy, first of all. I thought it was all brown. And the background is not as bright as it's showing up there. It's more of a camel color, not yellow. So that I could deal with because it's like camel color. I think it's really cool. And you know what? To me, they're saying this is a leopard print. I think this looks more like a giraffe print, which is cool because I love giraffes. But don't you think that looks more like a giraffe kind of? Maybe the color's throwing me off. I don't know. But, for some people, this might be a little too busy looking. A lot of her prints are, so you got to be careful. But I figure with the leopard, because I love animal prints, this is really, really cute. And I'm thinking of who this would kind of look cute on. I would put this on Jack. I would. I think it's more of a boy's outfit for some reason. What do you guys think? Is this for all girl or boy or both? Be honest. Be honest. Christina's like, I'm going to be honest, and I know you ain't fucking keeping that thing. I just said it before any of you did, okay? No, I like it. I do like it, but I don't know. It does seem a little bit busy for me. Oh, here we go again with the sirens. Ever since they opened up, because this used to be a dead end here. And the kids, they would ride their bikes. That's how we taught Ethan to ride his bike over here. It was a dead end street. It was very quiet because there was only one way, to get out. And then they decided to plow down the woods, okay, in the forest over here, and make the road go completely out to down by the bus stop and 7-Eleven and all that. So, and then they also built many more buildings, apartment buildings along this road, going all the way down. So now you have cars going back and forth, which made this a busier road. Because it used to just be like there's this, okay, so there's our apartment, and then there's a parking lot. And then there's a sidewalk and a road, and that's the one they opened, okay? Then on the other side of the road is the sidewalk again. Then down the hill is all more buildings from this complex, and then that's where the office is, the pool, the playground, all that stuff down there. And then there's a coffee shop in the parking lot below that. Then there's the main road. And that's very busy. But this one has become, quite the busy road, compared to what it was, because it was just a dead end. So, but we've had a lot. That's why now I hear a lot of the ambulance and cops and all that going through, because they're going back and forth. But anyway. So, yeah, this one I'm not sure of yet. I'll be honest. I'm not sure. I like it. I would have to see it on the baby, It might drive my eyes a little too crazy. I don't know. For some reason, this looked different on the website. But that's okay. We'll see. We'll see how this one goes. But it's very pretty. I like it. I do like the burgundy that they added that in instead of just, regular. Is that burgundy or wine? I don't know, but it's beautiful. It's definitely not yellow. It's not bright at all. It's like a camel color. Camel color I could do. But we'll see. Do they all have this? I'm wondering, because I just want to see how they're. Yeah. All right, so we'll put this one back just like we did with the others. I think it's cute. You know what it is? I think I have to have the right doll to put it on is the thing. Like, I can't picture Jack. Like, I could picture Jack in this more than Danielle. Oh, I don't know, though, now. Because I'm looking at Danielle with this. It's different. It's different, and we'll see how it goes, okay? Next, we have a solid one. Oh, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful. Hey, Alicia and Tony. This is beautiful. Now, they're calling this paisley purple, and I got confused at first because I hate paisley print. I do not. I would not get anything with that print. Blech. And I'm sorry for anybody that loves it, but I don't. I just can't deal with that print. So when I first seen the color, I was like, paisley purple. I was like, does that have any little paisleys on it somewhere? Because, but no, it's actually just, they're describing the color purple that it is. So maybe paisley is a flower, I'm thinking. I don't know. Someone tell me, is paisley a flower? Okay. So we have purple. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love this one. Okay, here we go. Look at this color. Look at this color. Is there something? No. Okay. I don't know why in the video it shows like there's something on this side of it. Here? Maybe? Yeah, right? Well, oh, I think it's the light and the way that it was folded. See? It's making it look like there's something there, but it's just the fold. But this color is amazing. No, look, I see something here. Am I seeing shit? No, I see it. No, it's like I said, it's the light. It's the light of the way it was folded, because I don't see it here. No. Okay. So, let's see. Is it on the back, too, when I put it this way? Yeah. See? It's just the way it was folded. There's all, like, little marks in it. But, oh, my gosh. What an outfit. Beautiful. These are all beautiful for Easter. I love this. Look, see how it stretches, this fabric? Oh, my gosh. I love it. Absolutely love it. Wow. These are beautiful. And definitely going to be putting one of these on Danielle. And then the new baby that's coming. So this next one definitely matches this one. And it is called Tiny Dragonfly. And the print actually matches the purple on that one. So let's open this one up. So exciting, right? Okay. Here it is, guys. Oh, how cute is this? Look at this. Oh my gosh. So it's a lavender background, and then it has the tiny purple dragonflies all over it. And again, it's super stretchy and soft. Has the fold over mitts and the feet. Same thing. Buttons in the crotch. And then, you know, this is my favorite because there's no zipper, no buttons, you know, it's just straight on here. And then, you know, you have this access here to get it on and off. But look at the perfect match here. So this purple is the exact purple in the dragonfly. So one of my girls could match, mix and match, right? And then I really feel like this one, this mint one, I don't know why I put them all back in the bag, but anyway, because I know where to put them at the time. This one definitely is going on a boy, on Jack. I love that one, okay, for Jack. You guys let me know what you think. You think that's a boy one or both? I think that could go for both, but I think I see boy with that. I'm going to go look for elf hats too. So I am definitely off the bat, I could tell you that my Danielle is going in one of these, and then the new girl that's coming, so they match. Jack is going in this one, and then one of my toddlers, I'm going to try to Matilda first, because that's what I had in mind for the peach. Look at how they're going to look so cute for springtime with these colors. I picked good ones. And then this one kind of, I won't say matches, like if you sit next to, hello, who is it? Okay, hold on. I'll be right back, guys. I got to let Ethan in. Hold on. Hold on, Ethan. I'm on a video. I'm coming. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So Ethan is home. So now I have somebody here with me. I'm not alone. I'm not just with my dolls. Okay. So let's go over again what I got. And I'm so excited, okay? Now, I will say this. Because to give you guys an idea. Okay, because I like giving ideas of things and what you could get and stuff like that, okay? And for prices. I mean, after I had a couple bad experiences with people, and I just kind of stopped doing that for a while because it was just too much for me. And so I stopped doing that. But when these are on sale, you got to grab them when they're on sale. These are on sale for $14 a piece. So basically, after one of them might have been a little bit more, I forgot which one, but basically after shipping, tax, all that, it's about $95 for 5 of them. Now, I know you guys are probably saying, what the fuck, Sandra? Okay, almost $100 for 5 sleepers. That's crazy. Or maybe you're not saying that. I don't know. They're usually $28 a piece, okay? So basically you were getting 2 for almost the price of 1, okay, with the sale. Secondly, the fabric on these are unmatched. You know, this is really, really nice quality fabric. You know, you have the real snaps, you know, they're not like plastic snaps or anything like that you have to worry about that they're going to crack or break. The style is just like classic. They have all different style colors and, you know, prints and stuff like that. And they do select prints sometimes that go on sale. So you got to catch the sale. I'm hoping there's a sale today because I really feel like shopping Kate Quinn. Even though this took forever, they do have slow ass shipping. That's one bad thing. The shipping is pretty slow. I would think once it's out, like once they send it out to the carrier, then it's pretty quick. But in order, like it stays in the warehouse, I feel, for a few days before they pick it and ship it and all that. So it does take a little time. I would say like 10 days for shipping. Whereas if you order from Amazon or Carter's or whatever, it's like 2 to 3 days. So it does take a little longer, but I think it's worth the wait sometimes with these. Um, Macari does have a lot of this as well, brand new stuff that people sell. So sometimes I will grab one there if there's a print there that I love. But Macari gets expensive too with all their fees. So you got to be careful. Um, so, I mean, in a sense, like, to give you an idea, um, okay, so remember that bundle I sold, all those clothes and shoes and accessories and everything that I sold for $100 about. So, and that's what I spent on 5 of these. So there was like, I could show you the bags and stuff because I didn't pack it yet, just to give you an idea, of quality over quantity. That's kind of what I'm telling you, is that if you want quality stuff that's going to last you, classic stuff that you could add things to, a hat, a bib, whatever you want to add to this, and it makes it look, you could do different looks with it. You don't have to just keep one, look. And also your babies look, like they should, like you pay a lot for the dolls. I've always said that. You pay a lot for your reborns. You should dress them in things that match their quality. That's my opinion, like I just don't see, and look, people do it all the time, and I'm not knocking anyone at all. You do you do what you want, with your own collection. But for me and my thought process, and maybe it's fucked up. Who knows? Oh, you already know that. But what I mean is, if you spend, this is my opinion, okay, and what I feel for my dolls, right, Ethan, is that if I'm going to pay hundreds of dollars for a doll, then I'm going to dress it like it's worth hundreds of dollars. I'm not going to dress it like it's a replica, in other words. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing against replicas. I have two sitting right here. I love them. Okay, and also my little silicones that we're going to go to next. So nothing against replicas. I absolutely love them, and in fact, I have one in my Amazon cart right now. But like, I still dress the replicas like they're worth more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that the clothes that they're wearing right now, the 3 outfits, no, even just the 2 outfits are the cost of one of the replicas. So, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's a balance. Like, do you want to, like, okay, I don't know if I'm explaining this right. I know you can find brand new things at thrift shops, okay? And that's all good. If you went to the thrift shop, you found a brand new Gymboree dress, and you're like, hell yeah, that's great. That's what I mean, But to buy things that, like, don't look new or look, like, I just can't see why people would want to dress their dolls in that if you're paying so much money for a doll. To me, it doesn't make sense. To you, it may make sense. But that's what I mean. So for me and my collection, this is where I'm headed. And I said this last year as well, and then I kind of got caught up in, everything else again, and so that kind of was off plan. But my plan is this, to spend a couple extra bucks in the first place to get the things that I truly love and want to dress my dolls, and excites me to dress my dolls in this. Um, and it just excites me now to go and look for elf hats to match, and whatever else they have on the website that's on sale that will match with these sleepers, I'm going to get tonight because it makes me happy. This is making me happy. It's a classic design. It looks adorable on the babies, and I am getting very used to this print. It just takes a minute. So These are beautiful. Go check out the Kate Quinn website if you're interested in any of these luxurious fabrics and styles and prints and things that you can't get at Carter's or Walmart or a thrift store or anything. You might be able to find one at a thrift store. I don't know. I mean, I would imagine maybe you could if somebody brought it in. Why not, right? But go check out the Kate Quinn website. I think they still have stuff on sale. And yeah, check them out, guys, because you never know. And if nobody's ever shopped there before, this is a great opportunity for you to see and also, experience the Kate Quinn, because I got into Kate Quinn. I will tell you, I got into Kate Quinn actually when I started, it was when I first got Jack. Okay. So how old did I say? It was 6 years. And I didn't know anything about Kate Quinn. And this girl that I was talking with, she was getting her dolls done by Anna as well. And she had mentioned that she loves this stuff. She loves the Kate Quinn. And I started looking for it on Mercari first. And I found quite a few things. There are a few sellers on there that sell brand new Kate Quinn items. So I tried it and I loved it. And then I started going to the website and then I ordered all the elf hats. And it was just really, really nice. I loved the quality, the fabric, the style. And so that's how I started with Kate Quinn. Hello, Amanda. Oh, you posted a video. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. I love watching your videos, Amanda. I love your videos, okay? I love Alicia's videos. I love Christina's videos. And I even love Sherry. No, Sherry doesn't have a channel. Sherry, you got to make a channel and call it Sherry Baby. Or Sherry's Baby. No, Sherry Baby. Sherry's Babies. That would be so cute. Anyway, so this one we're going to try on the toddler. Yeah, I love the Kate Quinn, but then it gets expensive. Like if there's a certain print on there that you love, like there was one on there that I absolutely love, the Peter Rabbit. I don't know if they have it back for this Easter, but it was blue and it had the little brown and tan and white little Peter Rabbits on it. And little carrots and stuff. And I absolutely loved it. It was in the side snap long sleeve top with the footed pants. Oh my God. In bamboo. Oh my God. I went crazy for it. And it sold out so friggin' fast. And it was pricey. It was like $35 for the outfit. And that's a little, where are you going? Where are you going, dude? I think that you should bring Mom something, like a half a muffin with a fork. All right.
You eat muffins with a fork?
Yes, I do, because I don't want to get the muffin in my nail because I'm going to be powdering silicone babies in a minute.
There's no fork.
There's no freaking fork?
Nope.
Is there a spoon?
Nope.
Oh, motherfucker.
There's a knife.
I'm going to eat it with a knife?
Or you could just pick it up.
Dad put the stuff in the dishwasher this morning, didn't he?
I don't know.
I didn't even fucking look. You know what? We ran out of dishwasher detergent, so Jason's been doing them by hand because I ain't doing them with my nails. Wait, hey.
Mm-hmm.
All right, just give me the muffin. I'll have to bite it. But darn it, Barbie. Darn it, Barbie.
Take me away.
And where are you going?
In the middle room.
In the middle room. Why?
That's where the internet is, and that's only where my switch works with the internet.
I really wish there was a fork. Oh, wait, here. Give me this fork.
That's a back scratcher.
Just give me the fork.
Ew, no.
Why? I could use it.
No.
Why?
Ew. Goodbye.
So I got my chocolate chip muffin here. Looks good, doesn't it? Look at that. Mmm. Yum, 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 yum. Jason got them this morning. Walmart. So anyway, just a little something for the kids for breakfast. So there was one left for Mom. No, I think there's two left because Danny didn't eat his this morning. He had something else. And I forgot. There's another one. I don't know if Jack ate his, but anyway, so there's Mom's muffin. Mom's muffin. I really want to bite of this muffin, but it's going to totally destroy my lipstick. Let's try it anyway. I might just I better not eat the wrapper. Look, they have really, you know what? I gotta say, Walmart has really great muffins, guys. If you're looking for a good muffin, and you don't have like a bakery around or nothing, why does this have such, what the, it has like butter on the bottom or grease. It's probably just from the thing, but they really do have a lot of really good muffins. They have, these are chocolate chip, obviously. Look at these big chips in there. Okay, so they have, and it's all throughout the muffin. So they you get a set of 4 muffins for $3.98. I think it is. I think that's a really good deal. It's $1 a muffin. Then they have all kinds: blueberry, cranberry. They have macadamia nut. They have berry, like all kinds of berries, 3 berry. They have birthday cake. They have all, just any kind of muffin you could think of. They have, and they're usually very fresh because I think they're like shelf stable for like a week or something like that. I don't want to say shelf stable. They just like dated outward. I think these stay a lot more, and the cookies stay too. But I had ordered 3 things of Valentine's cookies that were clearance, like a third of the price. So they were like $1.48 for a giant thing of sugar cookies and chocolate chip cookies with strawberries in it and all kinds of stuff. And I knew it was too good to be true. So my shopper went this morning and, he started doing the shopping. And I'm like, it kept saying, oh, out of stock, out of stock, out of stock. And I'm like, well, what, so they're just not going to get them. So that's why I was like, well, we need something, because that's ridiculous. So he didn't get anything at all. And then I was like, Jason, just go and pick something for the kids. So he had to go out this morning anyway and do a couple things for me. So he picked up the muffins, and that's why they didn't get to eat them this morning, because I think Danny had already left. I can't remember this morning how this morning went. I'm telling you, because I've been up since 2 o'clock in the morning. But anyway, if you're looking for a good muffin, Walmart's the way to go. I wish I had more coffee over here. I have a little bit more. Okay, so what's next? Silicones are next. I feel like if I start, I can't. All I can think about right now is those elf hats. I'm gonna get them. I'm waiting for this chocolate chip to melt. Oh man. All right. So let's go. Let's move along. I found this adorable bottle. I don't know where it came from. I just put this ribbon little bow on it, but look at this. And I filled it with polyfill. I found it in Danny's room. Like, it must have came in a Happy Mail or something. I'm not sure. Or a box opening. And I kind of gave it to them probably for one of their plushies. And I found it. And I'm like, that is too adorable. So I took it for my little silicone because it actually fits in his mouth. So I don't know if it came with him. I don't think it did. But I'm going to use it for him. So I put a little green bow around it. So it looks a little more like for a boy. And so let me show you him. He is filthy. I don't know what the fuck happened. Oh, sorry. Why are you so filthy, dude? We gotta powder you. Oh my god, we definitely have to powder this dude. Oh my gosh, and change him. He's in this koala outfit. Let's take this off for you. He is so cute, though. He really is. But he's definitely dirty. I don't know how the hell he got like this. It was Danny was playing with this one. Oh my god, I don't even want to show him. Let's powder him first, because that's gross. So I have him, and then I have little Nina over here being all adorable. And I want to put a different um, headband on her, but I'm probably going to put this dress back on her because she only has one other outfit. And maybe I'll put her pajamas on. I don't know. But look at this baby. I'm going to powder her first to show you for people that have not seen her yet. But I absolutely love this baby because of the shape of her tummy that makes her look very realistic. Very cute. So those are my only two silicones that I have left. Um, Besides, Danny has little Johnny, but I don't count him as mine because I don't do nothing with him. And that's Danny's doll. The face is basically all rubbed off, and he loves on him. So I don't count those. And then I have, of course, my little mini silicones. And I'll show you them before I powder my other ones and dress them. So I have this little one that I bought myself. She came in a little with a little scale. It's up there. I didn't bring the scale here, but so this is from like this, I think series 2 or something like that. But I stole the headband from the other girl, from the Valentine's girl. So this is a redhead one, and here's the Valentine's Day one that Amanda got me. The secret Valentine's ball, so that she has the little ballerina outfit. She's just in a diaper with a headband. So those are my two girls, so a redhead and then a medium skin tone. And then I have this other one from Amanda, and this is my favorite one. I love this little guy. He reminds me of Jack. He totally reminds me of Jack with the hair and everything. That's like how Jack looked. Well, Jack was a little more white when he was first born. So I feel like I have all my children right here. I got all my kids right here. No, well, I think, no, that would be more Ethan's color. So my kids, I have kids from Children of the World. I have. They're all so different, my children, but I love them all the same. They are all beautiful to me, and my perfect little babies. Yeah, I think that's more. So we have Jack and Ethan and Danny. Actually, Danny was so happy. Look, I have all the colors. Dark, medium, then that's more like a Hispanic skin tone, and then white. Really cool that I got one of every color. When we kept opening them, because this was the last one I got, and Danny was hoping for the blonde one. He loves blondes. He has a little blonde girlfriend at school, and he just both my boys actually. Well, Jack. We won't talk about that today, but Jack was looking all fancy when he left the house. Woohoo! My baby, I can't believe it. Now Jack had gotten a suit jacket and a dress shirt and slacks and dress shoes from the school closet. I guess at the high school they have this clothing kind of drive where it's like an open type closet room or something where you can go in and look through the boxes and the racks and take what you want for free. I think they do it at a certain time every month or something like that, where the kids are allowed to just go in and, if they need something, like it's more like, I guess for the high school, like to apply for jobs, you need dress clothes. And so they get expensive, So Jack had gotten a couple things from the school. So when he got them, he instantly put it on. He wanted to get dressed up, and he comes out. He has his hair pulled back in a ponytail with all those curls, and his earring on, the dangling cross earring, and he has his earpiece in the other ear for his music. And I looked at him and I instantly started crying. I was like, and I don't want to cry right now, but I was like, whoa, like what the fuck happened? Like it was like all those years just like flash before my eyes, like, whoa, like this can't be already, I'm sorry. He just looked so like an adult and so grown, like a grown man. And my son, all my kids, they're so handsome. I have such handsome boys. Jack just he just was glowing. Like I don't know, I can't explain it. It's so hard when your first one, grows up. Because, I remember him like this. Basically. He started off that small in my tummy, you know. And I mean, I still, you always remember your children being born and what you went through, and the first time looking at them, holding them, and it's such a, when things are such a vivid memory and it's so happy, it's such a happy memory. When you have so many terrible ones, and you have that happy memory, and then it's like they grow up, and that happy memory is like, not that it's gone, but you can never get that back, that feeling. And so that's why it's so important to tell stories and tell people memories of things that you have in your head, because that's where they are and that's where they'll stay if you don't talk about them. And that's why I love talking to you about my life stories, because it sparks things within me. It makes me feel those good feelings again that I had with these certain memories. And of course, some of the stories I tell are not happy. Especially with, growing up with my family, with my brothers, sisters, my mother, all that. But even though those fucked up things happened and went on, they we still loved each other so much, and we had happy times. I remember I loved when I first got married. Um and especially once we moved to the house and then we had the apartment downstairs to ourselves. I used to love doing parties. I told you that already. But I would also love doing family gatherings, like Mother's Day or Christmas, or, just anything like that. Birthdays for my, siblings and stuff. I would love decorating for those things. And, I remember Mother's Day, I made a whole tray of sausage and peppers and ziti. And I got some, we had the drink table and all that again. And I got paper plates with, big bouquets of flowers on them for Mother's Day. I handmade something for my mom, a collage with baby pictures of me and my sisters, my brother, and just pictures of us growing up. And then we all kind of signed it and just decorated it. And we put it on an easel, kind of like in the middle of the table. And I bought her flowers. It was just, these are all happy memories. Um, but somehow, every time we got together like that, maybe I shouldn't have had a drink table. It wasn't just that though. Some shit always started. It could just start with a look, or, oh, what, don't you remember, when you did this or you did that, that kind of shit, nitpicking. And then it blows up to something else. Then my brother would get fed up and he'd wind up flipping a table, or be like, I'm fucking getting the fuck out of here. This is bullshit. The whole thing, the whole nine yards. So it never really ended well, but it always started really beautiful. We took pictures in the beginning. We were, it was really nice. We had dinner, we played cards, but then just something would always get fucked up. And you know what? That's just, we knew this just how it went. That's just how it went. Um, but it, like I said, we were still very close. And, you know, um, we just got through our childhood together. We pushed through, we did what we had to do. We, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not. Let's stop talking about this. Let's just deal with these silicones, okay? See, whoop, Sandra's mind. And I'm gonna have to watch this back first before posting it, because I don't know. I don't know if what I'm talking about makes sense to anyone. A lot of times I ramble on. I know I do that. And sometimes I feel like, okay, well, my viewers aren't really going to understand what I'm talking about, because these were personal things, and then I confuse people, because it's like I'm confusing myself. I love you guys. I really do. I don't have to watch it back. No editing. This is just clear cut, real life. And we're bullshitting together. We're drinking our coffee. We're opening our packages. We're sharing our little babies over here and our big babies. I should have Maggie hold one of these. I think I will. I think that's adorable. She probably could hold one too. Let me try. Here, Maggie. This one has the same dress as you.
No, I don't want to. You can't make me hold this doll, Mom.
Too bad, Maggie.
Ethan, don't even start with me, okay? You want to battle?
No.
Why not? Why don't you want to battle? Come on. Danny battled me last night.
They like to play. Oh, that's cute. They like to play battle. Well, especially Danny, and he's always trying to battle Jason. But Jason's like tired by that time. He's like, I don't want to battle. I want to go to bed. And Danny's, all rough. He's like, come on, let's battle. He's jumping around like he's in a boxing and stuff. My I don't know if I ever told you guys. I think I did once. I don't know, but for newcomers, with some really cool, family fun facts. My grandfather, my mother's father, he actually was a championship boxer in the Bronx, New York. He was in newspapers. He won awards. And so that's pretty cool that he was a boxer, professional. And my mom, I had told you my mom was she used to dance, disco dancing at the club. And they would hold these like, what do they call it? Contests. Okay. Like dance contests. And that was in the era of like John Travolta, or the Bee Gees, Staying Alive and all that stuff. And they would have like the colored block dance floor that lights up and all that good stuff, the disco ball. And so, it was 70s, so she said they would go to the club every Friday and Saturday, and they would have dance-offs, and they would always win first or second place. They always won. My mother said that they would dance all night long and win trophies, and I won't tell you what else they did in the back. A couple of things back there. But my mother was very open and honest with me about all parts of her life, okay? I will say that. But she had a free, her mouth would just run and run and run. She would just, whatever comes out, and then me and my sisters and my brother would be like, we don't fucking want to hear that, Mom. When we were adults, she would talk about that, not when we were kids. But, so she would tell me these stories, of what she would do when she was younger, and I don't want to hear that. But anyway, so the 70s was very pure in some sense. They had, I guess they had a fun time and stayed up all night. And that's what they did. That was their fun. That was their time. And but she won many awards, and then probably because she was going fast all night long. And then my grandmother, so my dad's mom, she actually was a dancer for the New York City Rockettes on Broadway, right? I think they're on Broadway. Christina? I think they're Broadway. So she used to dance there. And she was a member of the Rockettes. So I thought that was pretty cool as well. So I have dancers in my family and boxers. So boxers and dancers. Really flexible people, really strong people, really people that, tough it out, really. I mean, because my mother had a hard childhood as well, and I feel like as the generations go down is what it seemed, because, there was a Thanksgiving where it was me, my mom, my grandma, and her mom, my old mama, we called her. And four generations of women there. I was 13 at the time, so I don't want to say I was a woman, but I was mature for my age, I would say. And we were sitting down just telling stories about our life. I mean, I didn't have much life then, but you know, um I mean, not nothing that would be of, what do you call it, wisdom then, because I was 13, but I would sit there and listen to my grandmother, my mother, and my great grandmother, what they went through, during their lifetime. And a lot of the stories that I heard from like my grandma, she would tell me about her mother and how what she went through. My great grandmother had a nervous breakdown. And this had to be, I want to say in the 20s, right? Because my mom was born in 56. So, and my grandmother had her when she was like in her mid 20s, right? So I'm trying to go backwards from there. So 56, 46, 36. Yeah, so like in the 1930s, I guess. Wow, it's a long fucking time ago. When my grandmother was a kid. And so my great grandmother had a nervous breakdown because her husband left her with five kids. And she didn't have any money. They were poor. And so she had come over from Italy, I believe. So her husband left her after they had five kids. So she had five kids. My grandmother was the oldest of the five. There was three other girls and one boy. And ages ranged. My grandmother was a teenager, and then, there was like, I don't know how I say, like about 3 years between each one. And there was, the youngest was a baby at the time, I believe, her sister Carol. So there was my grandmother. My grandmother's name was, Catherine. So there was Catherine, Rita, which we call my Aunt Chicky. But so it was Catherine, Rita, Fran, Sonny, which was her only boy, and then her only boy, and then Carol was the baby. So she had a nervous breakdown, my great grandmother, and she dropped all the kids off at the orphanage. And my grandmother, being the oldest, tried to make sure that all her siblings were cared for. So she kind of became the mom in the orphanage to them. And it was very strict and all that. I believe my grandmother said that a couple of them were taken to be adopted, or they were in, the system. They already were when they were dropped off at the orphanage. But when she dropped them off, she said she would be back for them. I think she had to go get herself help. And then she did eventually go back to the orphanage and pick them up, after she had already got married to some other man, which was my old Poppy, we called him. And we loved him. I loved old Poppy so much. He was so sweet and kind, and he loved us. He loved us. He used to sing Inky Dinky Doo to me all the time, that song. And I loved him. I loved him. And so anyway, but that was years later, obviously, when I was born. But anyway, so she had got married. They went and picked up the kids. This was after, I think my grandmother said, a year and a half, something like that. She got all the kids back. I believe the other two, because the baby and the youngest one, I think they went somewhere for like adults to take care of them at a house. And then once my great grandmother went back to get them, she was able to get all the kids. But I think my grandmother always resented her and her new stepfather because he replaced her father. And she was the oldest, so she knew her dad before he had left. So, now she's living with this stepfather that she just doesn't want to give a chance to. I don't know exactly how it went, but by the stories I've heard, And so now all five kids were living, back with them. And then my grandmother just had this, I don't know, like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but there, it kind of, I feel like as the generations went down, everybody kind of chilled out more. My grandmother was very strict. She was very hard on my mother and my uncle. And I'm sure those are stories that nobody really wants to hear because some of them are really horrible. As we all have horrible stories. I mean, who doesn't? This is life, you know. But it's heartbreaking. My mother would tell me these things and I was like, oh my God, like, and then, and it's kind of just it was heartbreaking to hear, the things that my mother went through and the things my grandmother went through. I mean, it's just, it's hard. And I feel like you got to break the cycle somewhere. They both drank a lot. My great grandmother was always drinking at night, I remember. But this was later on too. But my grandmother said, would confirm that she did always drink. My grandmother, I always remember my grandmother having a glass of red wine and a cigarette at the table, whenever she was talking or on the phone or even cooking, she would always have a cigarette next to her in the ashtray burning. Wine, she cooked with wine, she drank the wine, she ate the my grandmother always had wine. My grandmother would work, and then she would come home. She would have wine and smoke and watch news, I remember, and then she would curl her own hair with bobby pins. She would like she had long dark hair like Maggie. My grandmother had hair like Maggie. And I remember when I would sleep over her house, she would twist her hair like this and then twist it and curl it around and stick bobby pins through it. And she would do that with each piece of hair until she was done. And her head would just be full of bobby pins. So she had curls for work the next day. So I remember all that. I remember, them, they would drink and get, then they, especially my grandmother would get a little bit, picky about things and then fights would start. And I remember that. And then, with my mom would drink, and when she would drink, that's when I would get the best stories out of her, you know, because it's liquid courage, and but I'm glad that I never drank with my kids around. I feel like I even get like, because what the biggest thing for me was, honestly, I'll tell you. I remember when I was little and my mother would drink and the smell of alcohol on her breath would make me sick. And that stayed with me. That's one smell that triggers me tremendously. So I'm like, I would, and that's why I get upset, like, which I shouldn't. I mean, once in a while, Jason will like get a bottle of wine on like Thanksgiving or something, or a beer here and there. Once a month, maybe he'll get two beers, to relax or whatever. And I don't know, I'm like jumpy about it because it brings back that. Even though he's not doing anything wrong, like Jason's totally chill, like he's not like that, but like there's just that smell of the alcohol. It triggers me, and I'm like, I can't do it. I'm like, I can't have. I'm like, do not. You're not drinking in this living room. You could go sit at the table until you're done, and and that's not to like be like doing an order or anything, ordering him to do that. It's just that I don't want it around me. I don't want to smell it. I don't want it to be. Where are you going?
Danny.
Oh, oh my God! Thank God you remembered. Thank you. Oh my God. See, I'm chattering away and I forgot. Oh my God. All right. Because you guys usually get them. Thank you. You want to check the mail? He's going to pretend like you didn't hear that. So Danny's coming in. So I'm going to end this. But, just that smell. And it triggers me from my childhood memories. That has nothing to do with Jason. But I just don't. you know what I'm saying? Like, it just brings me to a place where I don't want to be. And I think, and that's the thing. It's like, you feel like you do better than the next generation for your own kids, but you just still feel like it's not enough. It's like, why, at least me, I'm talking about me, like, some things I question, like, why is this happening or what's going on here? Because I know that I'm doing way better than my mother did with me, but it just never feels like enough. And I know that this generation of kids is way different than how we grew up. And so I think the outside influences has a lot to do with it, has a lot to do with our children, who they're around, what they're listening to, what they're seeing when they're not here, when I can't control what they're watching or what they're playing or what they're seeing or what they're learning even in school, because the schools are getting crazier and crazier with the academics or lack of, what they're showing them, what they're telling them. I mean, and it's all that stuff combined. And then you as a parent have to try and navigate that around, what you feel your children should be. And that's why I think a lot of people homeschool, to be honest with you. Or they do this new thing called unschooling, which I actually looked into. And it's, I think it's good if you have the resources to make that happen. So, like, I watched this one family, in other words, that they had a farm and they had, everything was off grid. They had the solar panels and they had the outhouse and they had the farm with the greenhouse and they had all the cornfields and just everything. They were totally self sufficient. Okay. And they had like 6 kids and they were all working together and, everything was great. And they did unschooling. They didn't do no school. They said that they want their children to be out in the with nature and learn things that really, the tools you would need to survive and live in this world. And I agree with that. I totally agree with that. I'm always telling Jason, teach them how to do that. Go teach them, teach them how to change the fucking light bulb. All right, how to clean out the dryer vents. How to, if something happens with, to teach them these things, because those are things that, like, I can't do. Not a regular light bulb. I mean, like, going up on a ladder to change the fluorescent bulbs and, going to do the move the dryer and, you got to get all that stuff out. I mean, if I had to, I could do it. But I'm just saying, like, manly things, And he's always like, oh, you're always. I just want them to learn other things and other, tools that they're going to need for life, just to live. And then he's like, oh, well, it's a different generation. They're doing everything now with robots and the technology and this and that. And I just can't get with that. I don't know what it is. Am I the only one? Like, I just can't move past the fact that how we grew up and used to live is not how it is now. And it's hard for me to move over to that kind of way of life. Maybe because a part of me is still holding on to that, holding on to those years. And it's scary to think that the world is like that and how we're moving forward and what's to come in the next 10, 15 years. Like, what's going to happen? It's so hard. Like, I try my best not to be stuck in the past especially with my babies, because I want that back and I will never get it back. None of us will. None of us will. And then I think about the people that have not yet experienced that in their life, to have a baby and care for that baby. And, it's heartbreaking. It's, you know, you want, your friends and people to experience that part of life because it's a beautiful thing. Um, so it's heartbreaking and it's sad, but at the other end of that, I mean, they grow up. They don't stay this small, okay? They don't. They're expensive. They get rude and loud, and you have to just go in the bathroom and cry sometimes, cry it out, and then figure it out and see what you're gonna do and all these things. And you can't pee by yourself for like the first 5 years, at least. It's you don't know what their mood's gonna be, what they're gonna need, when they're gonna be. It's a lot. It is a lot. I mean, it's worth it, totally, but it's not just the cuteness, because this cuteness just goes away, and that's it. And then you're left with a college aged kid that's in a suit, and you're heartbroken again. So, I mean, you know, but I guess that's why we have dolls, right? That's why we have these. So there's I'm gonna call them the colored kids, because that's what Rainbow Bright actually calls her little like Red Butler and Patio Green and all this. I was watching that Christina sent me a link to a YouTube video about Rainbow Bright and Strawberry Shortcake. And I watched it and I loved it, Christina. Thank you for sending that to me. Me and Danny watched it last night. And I didn't realize that Rainbow Bright only had like 13 episodes out of the cartoon before she left. And then Strawberry Shortcake kind of took over the scene. And I'm sure My Little Pony came right after that, and Care Bears and all that stuff. And you know who I love Rainbow Bright. I don't know. I didn't know it was that short. I had the original doll and loved her. I think I had Patio Green too. But then of course the Strawberry Shortcake, the Blow Kiss dolls, I had Lemon Meringue, Angel Cake, all those. But then, you know what I looked up this morning? Punky Brewster. Did anybody ever have a Punky Brewster doll? My sister got one for Christmas, okay? I think that was the Christmas that I got maybe My Child or Wonder Whims, I think it was. One of those. I don't know. My mother or a Cabbage Patch. My mother, Santa, would always bring us one big doll that we really wanted, and then the rest would be surprises. So we would ask for like a Barbie or a doll, a Cabbage Patch, a baby doll, something, and my mother would always make sure we got that, but everything else was kind of like a surprise, how it should be. I wish I could still do that for my kids instead of asking them, what do you want? What do you want? I wish I could still just buy whatever I want for them, whatever's cute, whatever I think they're going to fucking play with, and they'll be happy with that, but it's not that way anymore. So, but Punky Brewster. Did anybody have a Punky Brewster doll? Have a kid sister. My sister got the Punky Brewster, and I was so upset because she didn't even like dolls, and my mother would get her the cool dolls that I really wanted, even though I still got a doll, but I still wanted the ones she got, and I went up playing with all the dolls my sister got because she didn't want them, she didn't like them, but my mother kept buying them anyway, so I would play with them. I loved Punky Brewster, and she would play with them. She would open them, play with them maybe for a week. And then I knew I would get them eventually because she wasn't engaged with them like that, like I was. I told Punky Brewster many secrets when I was she knows all my secrets. So yeah, I was looking up Punky Brewster dolls, and they actually have a couple in the box on Mercari. I haven't looked on eBay yet. But if anybody sees an in-box mint condition Punky Brewster, please let me know, because I am interested in buying one of those. And I just love all baby dolls. Here's the little, so my little babies. Oh, look at them. And that was not to, she's holding the baby over. That was not to offend anybody, by the way. You know, that I'm just thinking of Rainbow Bright because that's what she called her troop, you know. But anyway. So, okay, so let's move on. I think I'm gonna powder these two. Just because they could use a little, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. And then I want to feed Nathan that. And then Nina, we gotta, all right, so let's start powdering because Danny's gonna be home. Oh, and then I can't forget about the ball drawing, the balls. Oh my God, I almost forgot. So Danny will be home, so maybe he'll help me with that. Okay? I need a bite of my muffin, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so hungry right now. Jason's gonna make meatballs soon. And then I'll show you my balls. Alright? We haven't had meatballs in so long, guys. I was drooling over Christina's. Alright. So we got the powder. We got the brush. I think we're going to put on, with these shorts for you, I think those will fit you. I want to put a different color on him. No, he wasn't the green. Let's put gray with those shorts. Will this fit you? No, I think that's going to be way too big. So we'll put this little one. This little shirt. This is welcome little one. Oh, here's the bus. Great. With those shorts. So we'll put him with those and those shorts. And then Nina only has one outfit and then that dress. And I like the dress because I could see her belly. But I think we'll put her back in her little jammies. And we might put the hat. But I like her with the little headband better. So we have these little floral headbands that I just cut and made more to her size. So I think I like that one, but this has pink in it. So I guess we'll go for that. Okay. So now that we know what they're wearing, here comes Danny. The cat. What, is the cat out there?
Oh shit, I didn't check.
Oh, hey, watch the mouth.
You know I'm afraid of cats.
Okay, well.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, I'm on a video. Do you want, oh, wait, hold on 1 second, please. Okay, guys, just had to deal with Danny for a minute there. He's going to wash up and play with, he's going to take a muffin or a donut, and he's going to go in there and play with Ethan while I powder my babies. So, we'll first powder the little ones. I've never powdered these before. I don't know if they really need it, but we'll try anyway. I don't know if they will take a powdering, really, but... Oh, yeah, they kind of do. Let me see. I mean, they're silicone, but I don't think they really... No, I don't think they're really absorbing anything. It's just like making a kind of white film on them. So no, that's not good. No, 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 no. So we'll just leave them. So we'll sit them back in their little thing. Okay, so let's powder Nina first. Look at Nina. Oh my God. Let me powder her, then I'll show you her like details. For people that are new here and have never seen Nina. Because I haven't brought the silicones on in a hot minute. I mean, maybe, I don't know when I brought the silicones on. I think me and Christina's collab, like, was that in November maybe? I think. That was the last time they came on. We were comparing We were comparing things. I don't remember. Anyway. So let me just powder her quick. All right. She's so cute. I love this little girl. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to lean over here to powder her so that we don't get powder on the camera. All right. So, these two silicones are the only ones I have left, and they were gifted to me, and I will always keep them. Because they're very special. And I love this one. Now, this one is painted. Okay. She's about, I forgot how long she is. Maybe 10 inches, I think. 12. I don't know. No, 10, because he's 12, I think. So, with this one, which I thought was very interesting too. So now I'm thinking that this might be, like, I don't know the brand of this. Oh, she needs a little powder on her butt. I don't know the brand on this doll. There's no markings on the doll. But I know it was hand painted. But I think it's a replica. Because I've seen this face on Amazon. So I think it's a replica doll. Or like, an Amazon silicone. But it was hand painted after it was purchased. So you could see that, like, she has, I don't know if you guys can see that. She has like a veining there in her belly. She has veining up here on her head, like a green and then a red. I don't know if this was like actually sold, or this was like a practice doll, maybe. I'm not really sure. I mean, but she's done so cute, and I like that it's not like an excessive amount of veins and all that. I mean, she has them around her tummy area on both sides. She has them on her head both sides. Now she has the silicone, mold crease going from her head, the pore mark down the back, which I think that was Babeside that did that. So she could be Babeside, maybe, I don't know. But I'm just so thankful, that somebody thought of me and gifted me this baby. She's adorable. I love her eyes. I don't think these were her original eyes. I think the mommy changed them out. I pierced her ears. She has little veining behind her ears on her neck. And her feet, everything is like little blushed, but not overly done. And she has eyebrows, which I love. She's just a cute little baby, and she's heavy too for her size. She's a good 2 pounds, maybe. But because she's so little, that feels like a lot when you're holding her. And oh my God, she's just adorable. She's so cute. I love her. And the way she moves, you see the way this is what I was talking about. With the silicone, you see how their head is and the way they move? And if you have a bigger one, like I hope to get one day, now I have. And at this point, honestly, I wouldn't mind if it was a replica by hand painted. You know what I mean? Like this. Like if it was, it doesn't have to be like an authentic, silicone. I mean, a replica that's just hand done, hand painted, and maybe painted hair or something, or, that would be fine too. I mean, I'm not picky with the silicones because I love the silicones. I just want to experience that size because, like Clark, kind of, I guess, because see how wobbly her head is. So when you go to hold a silicone like this, see their head kind of just lays on you, and it's unlike the Reborns where when you go to lay the Reborn on your shoulder, you kind of have to hand move their head to lay that way, and then it just stays in that position rather than moving in a natural kind of motion. I think that's what I mean. But you could see how jiggly she is. She's squishy. She really is beautiful. Look at this girl. Let's put her headband on. So this is Nina. So I powdered her. Let's put her little headband on. Maybe I'm just going to leave her like this, just with the headband for now. I was going to put her pajamas on, but I think for now, this is good because I want to kind of just look at her like this. This is really cute. She reminds me of like maybe Moana. Like this is a head, like the headband Moana wore in the movie. Something like that. So really, really cute. Look at her. She's just a bundle, little bundle. Danny, look, I powdered Nina and I put her in a headband.
Well, I'm going to go pee again.
Oh, okay. Well, my viewers didn't need to know that, but okay.
Oh, well, I do now.
All right, let's powder Nathan next. Now, Nathan really needs it. I don't know what is going on with this boy. He really needs some powder. He probably needs a bath at this point, but for now, we'll just powder him so I could show him to everybody. What is that noise? Are you grabbing your muffin?
No, I'm grabbing my donut.
You're grabbing a donut?
I'm having one donut.
Okay. Remember what I said, okay? Because you don't want to get a tummy ache.
Yeah, all I am is eating one right now.
Okay. Okay, so let's just put more powder on his back. And this guy is so cute. I love him. All right. I didn't get any powder on my rings. All right. He's so cute, Nathan. And he really is like a squish. He's like my go-to baby for squishiness and love and cuddles. He is so cute. All right, here's Nathan. I'm probably going to have to repowder him when we're done here, but look at this guy. Look at him. Now, he's a 12-inch silicone. I think he's Volants, I want to say. He's very squishy, though. Look at it. Whoa, 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 partner. He's very squishy and heavy. He's about 12 inches. Look at that. Look how he falls back. He's very heavy. I would say he's 4 pounds, close to it. He's so cute, though. He's like, and remember, when they're this small, and when you say that weight, and people are like, oh, that's not that much, that's not that heavy. For this size, yeah, it is. And he's wobbly. You see how he's wobbling all over the place. He's way wobblier than Nina, which makes him more realistic, in my opinion, because babies are always going all over the place. He needs a new diaper, I think. It's all like, yeah, we need a new diaper for you. But he's really, really cute. Look, see how his head just, he's wobbly. And I'll put him up closer. So, see, he still has the paint, like, around his lips. He has that permanent booger right there from the silicone. And then he doesn't have, like, eyebrows or eyelashes or anything. So, it kind of makes him more plain. So, I'm kind of happy that the paint stayed on his lips. So, it's a little more lively looking. And I usually put a hat on him. So, I think I put the hat away. I could just get it again. But I usually put a hat on him. And he does have an open mouth. And this bottle that I found, look at this. Look at how perfect this is. Look at that. So it's perfect for him for the bottle. So he can eat. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It's so cute. So cute. Maybe I shouldn't have the bow on the bottle because it kind of interferes with what I'm doing. I think I'm going to take that off. I always do this with the silicones. I powder everything on me. Yeah, I think let's take this off. It looks cute, but it kind of interferes with the... There you go. Oh, so cute. Look at him. So... yeah, it's just one of those things, I guess, that like every dog collector, or most of us anyway, want to kind of experience different things with their collecting. And because I've just collected so many different things already, I think like my next thing that I really would love to experience is, an actual like real silicone doll, not like Amazon. But, just for the feel of it, because I want to feel the real the real deal, I guess. You know, but I guess, I don't know. I might have to go to a doll show for that experience because, you know, they're way expensive. I mean, I couldn't afford something like that. Um, they're just way, way out of my price range, way out, you know. Um, so for now, I mean, I'm fine with these. This is so adorable. I now see I gotta look for a pacifier with this type of nipple because this is perfect in his mouth. Anybody think of a pacifier that has a like this part nipple, like the way that goes? Maybe like one of those round ones I'm thinking. That's a one-piece silicone. My kids like those. What were they called? I forgot the name of the pacifier, but something that goes with, right, that's like the perfect size to fit in his mouth. That's so cute. So I'm gonna put his hat on and look more realistic and dress him up. And that's really cool that this fits in his mouth though. So let's look at that. He's drinking by himself. He's so thirsty. He's just gonna go and drink the bottle alone. Oh, I almost hit myself in the head with it. Whoa. He's gonna go drink his bottle while we finish up here. Okay. So it's getting long, this video. So let's pull a name. So what I had decided was, because I was able to sell that baby clothing lot, and I told you guys that the reason I'm doing that is to give back to the community. And so that's what I'm going to continue to do because I love doing for others. And, you know, being on a budget, I can't do for everybody like I would like to all the time. It's just not possible financially. So I want to find other ways that I can give back. And that was part of how I could. Okay. So because they sold, we're going to do another secret surprise giveaway prize, okay? Now, you can't enter right now. So the way I'm doing this is whoever entered my last one, your name is still in the ball. So we're going to mix that up, pour it in the bag, and I'm going to pick a name from there, and that's who wins. So there is no entering this giveaway. It's if you had already entered my previous giveaway, then you're automatically in that ball anyway. And so that's how we're going to pick the winner today. So this is kind of just like on a whim, I don't know. Kind of, now the sun is coming in, so it's going to be like, whoop, right in my face. So it's kind of just going off of that and, surprise, surprise. I don't know what the prize is. I don't know. So we'll just see. We'll pick a winner and then we'll see. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something different we could do as a prize, but I can't think of that right now. So we're just gonna pick the winner and then and then decide what we're doing, okay? So here's the bag. I got my ball. I'm gonna open this and show you that we have still all the names, and we'll just, I guess we'll go through them quick. I wasn't going to, but we will. All right. Oh, shit. All right. Should we go through every name? I mean, everybody that was still in here, but we'll just. Yeah, these are all Amanda, Christina. And then remember, some of them have 2 entries because they were in there before. So I think we're just going to do 1 entry per person to make it a little more fair, I think. So we got Christina. I think this was Amanda. Amanda. So we'll take that one out. And then we have Alicia. And then we have Melanie C. I remember Chantel and Maribeth already won, and there was one other winner, and then we have another Melanie. So we'll take that out because we're only doing one ticket per person here. Suzanne, Sherry, Erica, or Little Ohana. What was that one? All right, that was second. Alicia, Christina, and Stan. Okay, so we got everybody in here. I took out all the double names so that everybody's fair. Chantel and Maribeth already won, so they're not in here. And we're going to roll. All right, we're going to dump. Oh, shit. All right, let's see. Whoa. All right, we're going to pop that. We're going to throw that. Ow, that hurt my finger. Okay, guys, here we go. I'm so excited. Hit me, baby, one more time. Oh, baby, baby, how was I supposed to know? Oh, my God, did you see Brittany? I felt so bad. Like, her Instagram. I don't know what's happened to her, that poor girl. Okay, so we're mixing. And I can't grab one yet. I gotta mix some more. Woo, it's like popcorn. We're making popcorn. Woohoo! All right, let's just pick one. It's a long video. All right. All right, good luck, everyone. All right, I got one. Okay. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, everybody. I wish I could send everybody prizes. I do. Okay, good luck, everyone. Melanie C., you won, Melanie. Woohoo! Go, Melanie. Okay, so Melanie, you got to email me, please. Email me, and we will talk about a prize. I don't know yet. Maybe you have something in mind that you would like for your babies. So just let me know that you know you won, and then email me or text me or Instagram me because you have all of those. And yeah, and we'll chat and we'll send out that prize tomorrow, hopefully, if you get back to me by tonight or tomorrow or whatever, whenever you watch this. So congratulations to Melanie, my next giveaway winner. Congratulations again to Chantel. Congratulations to Maribeth twice. And congratulations to everybody, because here on my channel, everybody's a winner. Yay! So, yeah, email me or message me, whatever, Melanie, and we'll chat. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone, for everything, guys, really. I'm putting everybody's name back in this ball, and then the next giveaway I do will be a hidden giveaway. You'll have to enter to give other people a chance to enter the giveaway. Please watch my videos for hidden giveaways. You never know when I'm going to do one. You never know when I'm going to feel like just, I mean, hell, look how many prizes I just gave away. I didn't plan this. I didn't plan it. I just was in the mood. I wanted to give back to you, back to my viewers, my subscribers, my community here, and just give it, you know, it's happiness. It's spreading happiness, spreading the joy, spreading the love, and making sure that I take care of the people that come here and take care of me. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you for being here, each and every one of you. I don't want to leave, but I got to take care of my son. He's in there playing with Ethan right now. They're playing, I don't know, Roblox or something. I don't know what they're doing. And eating their donuts or muffin, whatever they picked as their snack. So they're busy at the moment, but I'm sure Daniel will be in here any minute. So, got to get batteries for strawberry shortcake because we want to, actually play with her and stuff. Because she is so cute, like on the shelf. I love her. But we need to use her too. We need to put her on the floor and get her going, get her engine all revved up and ready to go. And she's going to go on her skateboard and get herself some ice cream. So, thank you everybody for watching. Tell me what you think about my Kate Quinn. Is it worth it? Is it not? Are those for boys or just for girls? I would love to hear all the comments below. I'm sure Alicia by this time has already commented on all of that. I love you, girl. And go check out Wawa's Angels Nursery. Amanda, she has dolls for sale. Go check out Chantel. Chantel, if you're watching this, please, in the comments below, write your nursery name so everybody knows how to find you on Reborns. And congratulations again to the winners of all the giveaways. And we will be doing more in the near future. So make sure to check out all my videos coming up. Go check out Cuddles by Christina. Cuddles by Christina. Cuddles by Christina. Her birthday. Woo woo. Her birthday's coming up March 6th, guys. So if you love Christina's channel, if you love Christina, if you want to show her some love, you want to send her something, go check out her Amazon wish list. It's under all her videos. Go check out, or you can just send her, and she loves 80s. I told you this. She loves 80s stuff. Go check out Strawberry Shortcake, Care Bears, Rainbow Bright, all those things, Jam, everything. Okay, she loves all baby dolls, or Barbie. She loves American Girl. She loves all those, everything. So if you want to send her something, go do that. And if you want to send her something and you want it to be a surprise, you can always email me, and I will be more than happy to give you her address so you could send it to her if she wants that. I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about that, Christina, you gotta let me know. I'll ask you, whatever. Yeah, go show her some love. And so then what else? So Amanda, Christina, and by the way, Sherry, I hope you feel better. But by the way, those songs I was talking about in my last video yesterday that I couldn't think of the song. So a couple people commented, it's Mambo number 5 or Mamba number 5. I don't know, Mambo. I love that song. And that song has my name in it, but it does not have the other girls' names, okay? The other song that was playing in my head that I thought was Petey Pablo, okay, with Freak a Leak. And it's a kind of explicit song, so if you don't like stuff like that, don't be listening to it. But that one has Christina in it, not me. So Christina's in the naughty song, and I'm in the nice dance mambo song. A little bit of Sandra in the sun. I am in the sun right now. The sun is coming in. Look at me. A little bit of Sandra in the sun. Anyway, guys, what perfect timing was that, right? I'm going to go. Love you all. I hope you have a wonderful day. I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow, Friday. I probably will. I don't know if I have something to do. Maybe, maybe not. Still waiting for my doll coming up soon. And yeah, tomorrow's kind of a busy day for me. It's shopping day. So I don't know. We'll see what happens if I have time. If I don't know. But I love you all. And if I don't see you tomorrow, I will definitely be back for Monday chat. So watch for that. And I think I gave you guys plenty of videos this week to watch. But you never know. You just never know with the Sandra Show. So I will see you all soon. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, tell your friends. And I will be back, guys. I love you all. Take care.